I'm Cezi Glendenning. I am Field Strategy Coordinator for Central Europe Field, and we are here to represent UNC and the impact that it has in our life. And Diego.
I'm Diego from the Western Mediterranean Field, and I'm also an alumni from EuNC, and we're here to share with you a little bit about our experience.
Yeah, so I finished the BA, but he quit earlier.
No, I didn't quit. There was an option to have a 2-year diploma on Christian ministry.
So he went for the short route.
No, the short one. It just started off, and then I moved to something else.
Yeah.
It was great. We would have the privilege to be on campus. That some advantages, but also some disadvantages. We had to learn English before we went, and also we're away from our ministry. So, but we have great stories to tell.
Yeah. So Diego, what years were you there?
I was there from 2004 to 2006.
Okay, and I came in 2008 to 2011.
Those were bad years.
Those were great years.
They were so great, and they closed the campus after you finish.
And then they opened it up to all the nations because we became inspirational.
They were already doing that when I was there, but
yeah.
It's good and it's great. So now, when I was there was only like 25, 26 students. Mm-hmm. Now we have more than 400 students all over the region, and people learn in their own context, in their own language. Mm-hmm. So as a district superintendent of Spain as well, I can see the benefit of having over 45 students in the Learning Center, and the joy that they have of learning and enjoying and also contributing to the life of the local church, which is fantastic. This year, actually, we graduated 5 people. Oh, I think there were 6 people. 6 people. We graduated. 2 were from the Salvation Army. That's where I get confused at times. But it's great to have them. And our dream is to have 100 students from the Spanish Learning Center.
Wow.
And we want to expand it that way. So we're working towards that with our amazing coordinators. And
so how does your experience with UNC?
Are you interviewing me now?
Yes, because you have a lot to say, Diego. So how has the experience with UNC now models or inspires you to have the 100 students?
Well, we don't have 100. We will have 100.
Yes.
When I moved to Spain, I lived there as a young monk, and then I moved back to Spain, and then I just realized that I needed to learn more. I needed to grow in my understanding and my learning, and go to a deeper understanding and learn more. And I think to work in the European context, we need to know more, and to engage with different areas, and to be able to defend our faith in a way that is more consistent. We also know the Spirit works in ways that we don't imagine or we dream about, but we also need to have a consistent and a clear understanding, and we have that in the Church of the Nazarene, where people then prepare our leaders, prepare our pastors, and I think we put a lot of emphasis. We see the gospel working in a fantastic way, and we need to prepare our people.
Yeah.
How about you? How's UNC shaped you, apart from giving you a husband?
Yeah, that's true. A great husband, by the way. No, UNC was an important part of my life, from personal to preparing for ministry. When I came to UNC, I was in a really bad moment of my life, and just having an entire, coming out from an existential crisis, and, having to leave engineering, having to leave everything I've built in several years, and now going to study theology. And UNC, that space, the community, the people really became a healing space for me. It wasn't just the theological education, which has been very relevant for me to do the work that I'm doing now, the ministry that we have been doing, but it was also the personal part, this building up who I am, and you can do that in a very safe environment. Honestly, I also discovered the power as a woman in ministry, because the egalitarian approach to education and the intentionality.
You learned that word at UNC?
Yeah.
You learned that word at UNC?
I did. Yeah, look at me.
Egalitarian.
Yes.
Anthony must be proud of you.
My English when I went to UNC was like the cat is on the table level, so look at me now.
Well,
but it was quite important. And now having had that experience, although UNC has changed with the different locations, I want our people to have that same opportunity, that education, it's not just something they learn, but it's something they live, that it shapes them, it transforms them, and then they can transform. And honestly, the egalitarian approach to education and the intentionality to empower women is so important in our side of the world, which is more male dominant. And this is revolutionary, or I would say innovative in our part of the world, where women are marginalized not only in the churches, but in the society too. So I think it's a great space as a woman to have had the privilege of this education.
I bet you're a great role model for many women in Eastern Europe.
I don't know. I wouldn't take all of it, but there are some good parts. But okay, tell me, what was the funniest moment that you remember from UNC? Because UNC, the campus was in a very remote area. It was you and the ducks and the other students practically. So our imagination expanded quite a bit on what pranks we could do,
well,
what is some of
I have too many to tell you.
Okay, choose one.
Well, I'm gonna choose the one that is more epic, and a lot of people know about this.
Okay.
I had a friend, Shahari. We're still friends. We call him Shaggy. He had this plant in his room, which I really like, and he didn't want to give it to me, but I thought I needed to have a plant to take care of something and be responsible. And so he told me, okay, go back to your room, choose the place you're gonna have it. He gave me some guidelines from this plant. He told me I need to have some lighting, I need to water it every so often. And also he recommended I clean the leaves because they get dusty. So I was looking after the plant for maybe about 2 weeks. And one day I was dusting the leaves and I realized it was a plastic plant.
Wow, UNC prepared you really well for life.
No, to recognize plants. But yeah, so up to this day, we talk about it, we laugh.
How many days did you do that?
A couple of weeks.
What?
Well, a couple of weeks I did water it and take care of it. And then I went back to him very mad, and he will tell you what I did to him. So.
Okay, we don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know. It wasn't too bad. I was afraid of him, so it wasn't too bad.
And who was your favorite professor?
Ooh, that is bad. Don't ask me those questions. Well, I have so many. I don't know. I don't think I can.
Some of them are
I can't now give justice to say just one. Many of them helped me throughout the years. I was not a very good student, and then because my English wasn't very good, I was dyspraxic, and also I'm not.
You were?
I'm still. And I wasn't very academic, but many of them helped me supported me, and it was good.
That's awesome.
How about you? What was your favorite moment?
Oh, I have a lot. My pastor from Florence, he was known as the king of pranks at UNC. So when my church sent me there, I felt like I had to keep up the reputation.
Yeah.
So I was a huge prankster. And people were afraid to prank me because then it could go to a next level.
Strong Albanian women.
Yeah, they didn't want to mess with me. But we did several pranks, but the one that I remember the most, and I involved the entire campus, including Ingrid, by the way, is that there were two in particular. One, that there was an exchange group of students that were coming from our universities in the US, and we convinced them that for entire weekend that they had to wear long dresses and long sleeve because that was the dressing code of the college, and till Monday when they had to have actually orientation with the teachers. And the second one is I convinced Ingrid that it was Trino's birthday because I wanted a chocolate cake. And so she made a cake, we gave it to Trino, we sang happy birthday. Of course, it wasn't his birthday, but everybody got chocolate cake.
Yeah, well, lying, deceiving, excellent.
Yeah, it's better than watering a plant.
I was innocent, innocent. I wanted to do something good for the world. You were the opposite.
I was smart.
Maybe you should cut her part.
Yes, but beside all of this,
how do we end this interview?
I think UNC has had and continues to have a huge impact in our life. Now we are involved on the other side in the leadership of it in different forms, from teaching and finding students.
Yeah.
No, but I think with our roles, I think we want our students to have the same experience. So if you're looking for a school where you don't just want to get to know about God, but allow that knowledge to transform you, I think UNC, it's the place, and we highly recommend it. So talk to your local leaders, talk to your DSS, and get in touch directly with UNC. And I think you will find an incredible team of people that will work very hard to empower you in preparation for ministry.
For the very first time ever, I agree with what Cezi is saying. So, yes,
Yep.
God bless you, and we wait for you here at UNC.